me see your 1, 2 lash. Everybody 1, 2. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Can you believe it? December is upon us and I am shook. I'm really excited for the term to be almost over in school so that I can be on break and start enjoying it. But anyway, that's all to say that I'm really excited to show you guys this new product that I just got. I think it would make an excellent gift for anyone who's either beauty obsessed or just aspires to be glamorous. It is a pair of magnetic lashes. This is called 1, 2 Lash. On the company's website, they said they were founded in 2014. I hadn't really heard of them until middle of last year, end of last year in 2016. I'm not exactly sure when they came out with their first magnetic eyelash product, but within the last month or so, they actually came out with a whole new line of eyelashes, kind of a re-engineered and, in my opinion, improved product. I hadn't used their first generation lashes or anything. I believe are called the Half Lashes? Half coverage. The new one that I actually have in my hand here is called the full coverage style. I'll go over some of the differences, the things that I can tell, but again, I just wanted to say I have not personally tried the half coverage lashes. One of my roommates actually has a pair of those, and because she was subscribed to their mailing list, she was able to get a discount code for when these came out. We were able to get a pretty good discount on the new set, which is definitely something to take into consideration when you're buying these. They are actually not cheap. You can see this case is really nice. My roommate was saying that it reminds her kind of like a Chanel logo. It's just that like gold and black motif with like C's in it. Show you what it looks like on the inside. Look at that. The base of this case is completely magnetized. They're able to stick on there without falling out. They're labeled for each part of the lash that we're going to assemble. The difference between these and the first generation half lash is where the magnets are. The magnets are on the ends of the lash, whereas with the original, I think it may have been like the entire strip. All of this is one pair of lashes, and that's actually different from the first iteration, which actually had 2 pairs of lashes in every case. What that means is that these full coverage lashes are double the price of the first generation half lashes. Are they worth double? I think that's a decision you might have to make for yourself, but we'll discuss that in a little bit. How it works is basically these 2 lashes sit above your own eyelash, and these 2 sit below. One goes on the outer corner and one goes on the inner corner. I'm gonna show you how I put these on. This is not my first time putting them on. I have done it maybe about 3 or 4 times at this point. I think I've pretty much gotten the hang of it even so. It's really easy to pick up and just learn how to do really quickly, which from all the reviews that I've read was something that was lacking from the first generation of these. The things that people would complain about is if you weren't able to get the right curve on these eyelashes, your outer corner and inner corner honestly would kind of stick out from your eye. It's a lot easier for people to see and tell that you have false eyelashes on. It's not a good look. Now, I enjoy having thick, full lashes as much as any girl does, and most guys actually I think don't mind that either, but I hate wearing mascara. The reason for it being like all the mascaras I've ever tried are either they smear and they rub off and they give you like raccoon eyes, or they're too difficult to get off. Like you have to use some like chemical grade cleanser to get all of the residue off. And the other component is it's just really expensive, because mascara is one of those products that you're supposed to change out every few months. And if I were to use the mascara that I like the most, which is the Dior Show mascara, that stuff is like $30 a tube. To me, spending like $100 over the course of a year, not really worth it for long lashes. I'm not an expert in putting false eyelashes on. I wear them maybe once or twice a year. They're very uncomfortable for me. Like the glue is always sticking in places it shouldn't, and the ends are poking no matter how much I trim it down. And honestly, they just don't hold up that well most of the time. Now, I might just be really bad at putting them on, but if that's part of the problem, I'd much rather have a product that has less potential for user error. Now, this product is not cheap. It is way more expensive than traditional strip lashes, which tend to run anywhere from like $10 to $20, I would say. And these ones are, for this one pair, it is about $70. With the discount code for this, I was able to get it for somewhere around $35 for about half off. But I also think that, say that I got a pair of these that I was willing to wear every day, within a year this has already kind of paid for itself. So I think that if you are someone who would be happy wearing these every day and replacing mascara with it, I think it's actually a pretty good deal considering that these will last you a long time. And if you're new to using false eyelashes, that's great too. The company actually puts out tons of different resources. Like this whole thing came with a pamphlet that has pictures and writing to describe how to put them on, and the company actually has videos that they produced that are on YouTube that you can also check out. Plus there's also hordes of other bloggers, I'm sure, that will come up with their own instructions. This technique is slightly different than the one that they recommend. It's something that my roommate kind of figured out, and I call her the expert just because she's been using these magnetic lashes a lot longer than me. What we're gonna start with is the right eye here. It actually comes with a holder for individual pads on between the top and the bottom. They are magnets. The lash is just supposed to stick right on like that. Then you'll load the bottom pieces on the bottom and then you're good to go. When they first came out with these, they didn't have this, but it's something they started including a little later on. And I think for the most part, people have found more success with it. So I'm gonna load the top part, and you always want the lashes to be curling upwards and also away from you, because this is like where you're gonna put your eye. I'm gonna just load the inner corner first. Okay, that's what it looks like when it's loaded. We're just gonna line up this inner corner first and try to get it as close to the lash line as possible. Clamp down and you should hear a little click. Try to get it off the magnetic part smoothly. Okay, so that's one side on. It's not bad. So I'm going to take this other end and line it up with the curve of my eye so that it kind of sits as close to the lash line as possible. And just a note that you can wear eye makeup with this product. I would definitely recommend not putting any product directly onto it. So like if you're going to wear mascara, put it on your own lashes beforehand. And then we're going to just take this piece and just go in right underneath. And you should just hear a little click when it's set. All right, so that's what it looks like when you're done. And I was able to get it really close to my actual lashes, so there's a very little gap between my eye and the lash, and so it is going to be that much more inconspicuous. Let's do the other side real quick. Okay, everything's in order. Outer corner lined up. A little clip. Yep, that's pretty close. Alright, and just a little, like, fluff them up a little bit. So this is the final look. There may be a little bit of adjusting I would do, but in general I wanted to just show you what it looked like. Not bad, huh? And in terms of comfort, I will say that these are way more comfortable than traditional lashes. I can still tell I have lashes on because there's just this kind of like darkening or obscuring of my vision right at the top here, which is where my normal lashes are. It's just like there's more stuff there right now. My eyes, like, you know, they probably watered while I was doing it for the first time, but by now they're pretty okay. Like, it would only take me a couple minutes or so to get used to them every time I wear them. So that's a huge advantage over traditional strip lashes. There's 4 different kinds of these lashes that are made. There's original, enhanced, bold, and extra bold, and each of them is progressively fuller and more dramatic. I went with the enhanced, so that's a step up from original, which I think is more for people who just want like something a little bit more everyday. Regardless of how comfortable they are, I don't really want to wear strip lashes every day. I was planning on using these more for like special events, so that's why I went with something a little bit more dramatic and bold over the original. And I think that they will work very, very well. And just for completeness sake, I'm going to show you how to take off these lashes. I would say it's way easier than taking off traditional strip lashes. You don't have to deal with the residual glue, the gunk that kind of stays on there. What you do is just take your forefinger and thumb, put the lash where the magnet is between them, and then take the outer lash and move it outwards. So I'm gonna slide the bottom out like this and put it back in my case, just like that. And I'm gonna do the opposite on the inner corner. I'm gonna slide the bottom towards the inner corner and just slide right off there. Stick it back in here. Okay, other other side. And voila, we are back to normal, so to speak. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to give me a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've tried these lashes or another type of magnetic lash, I'd love to hear what your experience was with it. But other than that, I will see you guys next time.